billion tons of litter enter the world's oceans each year, according to a 2013 article for environmental behavior. But it's not just the oceans. Litter affects everybody everywhere. The three of us have done research on this, and we've all personally seen the effects that litter can have on the environment. We want everybody to see these effects, how it affects the environment and people. So first, I'm going to go over some of the causes of littering. Andrew's going to discuss how littering affects the environment, and then finally Michael's going to offer some possible solutions to fix this problem. So we'll start with the cause of the problem, and I'm going to talk a little bit about who litters and why. So according to a 2009 study for Keep America Beautiful, there's two main factors that are going to influence a person to litter, these being personal and environmental factors. So the study found that about 15% of littering is due to environmental factors, and that an environment that's conducive to littering is going to increase a person's likelihood to litter. So what does this mean? Well, an area that's already been previously littered in, it's going to make people more likely to litter there further. They think it's acceptable, somebody else did it, so they might as well too. Also, any area or situation really where there's no real consequences for littering, people are going to be more likely to litter there because there's no real punishments. In contrast then, an area that discourages littering is going to help prevent littering further. So this could be a park maybe, or a trail that has regularly spaced garbage cans, or even do not litter signs, anything to kind of pressure people and make sure that they're disposing of their trash properly. So the other 85% the study found is personal characteristics. So littering is obviously generally a conscious decision that we're making. And there's a lot of different factors that play into this. It can be physical, like men are much more likely to litter than women. Anybody under 30 is more likely to litter compared to older people. There's also morals and values that play into this. If a person feels connected to an area or a park or something, maybe they feel responsible for it and even obligated to clean up after themselves. There's also a person's general knowledge of littering. They think maybe an object or something is biodegradable, it's going to break down, they can throw it away when it's really not, or they don't understand fully how littering is going to affect their environment. So to make sure we all understand how littering really affects our environment, Andrew's going to talk about some of the stuff that we do.
Thank you, Blake. Littering has many effects, and I believe that they can be broken down into two separate parts, effect on the wildlife and effect on humans. Littering can have many effects on how plants or animal grows, and it can also deteriorate and pollute their habitats and or environments. Litter can have many effects on animals. Like I stated earlier, litter can harm and pollute animal habitats and environments, which makes living conditions worse for these animals, which can become a problem. Litter can also directly harm the animals themselves. Animals can become trapped in pieces of litter, or perhaps they could consume a piece of litter that is harmful to them if they were to consume it. Litter can also have many effects on plants. According to an article by Randall Meister that he wrote in 2012, any naturally forested environment or any other natural environment, when litter covers the ground, it can prevent germination and proper growth of that plant. But if a plant is able to properly germinate and grow, litter can also affect this plant for the rest of its life. When litter is on the ground, it can affect the plant's water source for the rest of its life. Things that we litter also affect us humans in ways of our health and our lifestyle. Litter can have many effects on us humans, one such as health. Litter, as we know, can be dirty and gross. This makes it an ideal place for breeding grounds for vermin and also bacteria. These two things can contaminate human water sources, which could lead to problems down the road for humans. Also, if a person is to litter a glass bottle or any other glass object that can break on the ground and shatter, which can potentially harm someone. Litter can also become a fire hazard when it is piled up too much, and that also can have consequences. Litter also affects how we live. As I stated earlier, litter is gross and dirty and unwanted by mostly all people. It can also be an eyesore for communities in the area. And lastly, litter costs a lot to clean up. It is estimated that in the U.S. alone, over $11.5 billion are spent just to clean up litter. Now that you understand some of the effects litter can have, Michael will discuss some of the possible solutions to this problem.
Thank you, Andrew. Recycling programs, better awareness, and better waste management are things we can do to help protect our environment. The two things I'll start off with first are recycling programs and better waste management. According to Paul Vincent and factors influencing households' participation in recycling, when you place more eco points and recycling points in a town, there's a 24.7 increase in recycling. Now that's not the only thing that is a factor there. These recycling centers need to be kept clean and looking their best if they're going to be successful. Also, these recycling centers need to be in safe and appealing places, because if people don't feel safe or if they don't feel comfortable, they're not going to go recycle. Now, waste management isn't just a problem in our country, it's especially a problem in developing countries. Families in developing countries and households have limited or no access to dump sites in the streets. So they dump their litter in the streets or along roadways. Now, things that could be done is having more communal containers in vital areas. Because if they're in vital areas, more families can come and dump their garbage, but if they're too far away, then families will just end up littering again. Now, better programs work, but more people need to be informed. Awareness and attitude are a huge factor. Citizens who are informed are more likely to recycle than citizens who aren't. And it's very important to keep these people informed, because an informed citizen is 25% more likely to recycle than someone who isn't. Attitudes about social and personal norms have the strongest effect on recycling. A lot of people recycle because they feel obligated to, or because they feel like they're making a difference in the environment. Now, the people that we need to target are the people that are indifferent, because they don't care one way or another, so they don't recycle. The reason we need to inform these people is so they can go out and make a difference in the environment. People should be aware of what littering does to the environment and how it affects them. We've talked about littering, the effects, and some of the solutions that we can come up with. So now that you're all informed, we urge all of you to go out and make a difference, whether it be by just recycling in your own household, or by, instead of throwing your litter on the ground, throwing it in the trash. It's up to you, me, and all of us to make a difference in our environment.